walls could talk, whether in the corning office or here or both, what do you think they'd say about what they've seen? So I guess I'll start this. The easiest question I'll ask: who are you and what do you do?
Well, I'm Pete Winnett, and I'm one of the advisors at John Allman and Associates. And I work with our clients and our very deep relationships with them and try to help wherever we can.
So, how long have you been with the firm?
Only 25 years.
Only 25
Only
years.
25,
Wow.
just getting started.
Just getting started. So, what do you think when I hear 25 years? You know, you've kind of seen all aspects of the firm and what it's looked like, how it's grown and operated. Um, if you'd have told yourself when you started back with the firm that 25 years later you'd still be here and still be doing financial planning, what would you have thought of that?
I would have thought it was possible. When I joined the firm, it was kind of a mid-career change for me, midlife career change. And I did it with a lot of careful thought, and it really was a commitment to move into this field. And I knew about the firm, and honestly, I kind of figured I would end my career here.
What made you want to make that transition? Kind of did like change.
I came out of banking, right, and big banks. And banking was becoming less personalized. I started off with relationships with people in the community and businesses in the community in particular. And what changed was the banks began to treat loans and stuff more like a commodity. It was more about the underwriting, and it lost that personal touch. And it was the personal touch that I enjoyed. So I wanted to get back to where I was really looking forward to going to work every day.
So, like I said before, you've kind of seen the firm at all the different stages, and I guess the one constant I've heard in doing this series is the relationship with clients and how important that is. And what has that experience been like for you to be able to work with your client base? For some people, maybe for the duration of this 25 years, I'm not sure. But what has that been like to be able to have that long-term relationship with the clients you serve?
Life impacting. I mean, these relationships, many of them are very deep. These become people you deeply care about, and that will do extraordinary things to help out. And I get humbled by the trust and confidence that people put in me and in the firm. Um, and you carry that weight a little bit on your shoulders because you don't want to let these people down because they're like your neighbors, like your friends, and so it's really defined a lot of my life. And I'm thrilled by it. Not very many people are able to find as much joy, satisfaction, and self-fulfillment out of their work that I'm able to.
And you kind of just in a previous video we did, you described your work as a vocation and truly being able to help people. And it's a pretty extraordinary thing to do. You think about it over that long term to help people plan their financial life. And I guess when we talk about truly comprehensive and truly being able to help people, part of that is having a team. You've built quite a team down in that corner of the office there that you work with. What are you most proud of? What you guys have kind of built down there? Being able to work with folks like Amanda and Scott and all those folks.
Well, we built the team. I mean, I didn't do this alone. Everybody who's joined that team, we've had tremendous chemistry. But I think I've always looked at my role as really um, teaching people about relationship management. The skills that we have to have as financial planners you can learn them, right? And you practice them and you get good at them. But I think the skill I try to impart upon people is listen, care, do the right thing. And I think that's what I'm most proud of is I feel the team does that. They understand we put the clients first, and the business will somehow take care of itself. And I live that, and I think they have learned from me a little bit. But it's them. It's we've done this. We've grown together.
Now, looking towards, we talked kind of about the past and how you got here. Now we're kind of looking towards the future and what lies ahead for the firm. If you could maybe take an element of the last 25 years, or it could even be a specific situation that would really help the firm continue to be what it's been going into the future, what would that piece of advice or that moment be that you'd say, we need to continue to do that, or we need to, this is what's going to help us continue to be successful?
I don't know if that's really a hard question to answer. It's put the people first. And it doesn't matter if it's this business or another one. It's about building those trusting relationships, listening, and not losing the core values that who we are and what we do. The technology changes. We're able to work faster, smarter. There's a lot of things that we do with different tools. It's like a carpenter who has, a power saw versus a hand saw. But at the end of the day, you're still just trying to build something, right? So I just think we got to remember who we are and what we are, and pass those values along.
So the last question, you probably remember this from last time, but we're fortunate to have worked in the recording office for a while, and now we've been here in Big Flats for a little bit. And these walls have heard a lot of stories and seen a lot of, people, prospects come through to ultimately become clients, and clients come in to meet their advisors. And in our daily operation here, in a hypothetical situation, if these walls could talk, whether in the recording office or here or both, what do you think they'd say about what they've seen?
I think what they would say is that this is more than a business. This is a place where people cry, they laugh, they trust us, and it's a place of relationships and genuine caring. It's interesting. In the conference rooms, we have boxes of Kleenexes. And sometimes we get into areas that are really, really personal and hard for people to talk about. And I think that is what the walls would talk about just those types of conversations we have, stories that are shared. Um, I don't think it would talk about the numbers. I don't think it would talk about, the dollars on the financial plans or the investment returns. I think what would kind of echo throughout the years is just how we've had these relationships with people.
All right. Thanks, Pete.
You're welcome. Thank you.